Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Going to do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2012 Bobcat E50 excavator that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions, get up close to everything, I'll show you everything that I see, tell you everything that I know, and then of course we'll fire it up, kind of run it through its paces, show you the pins are pretty tight, show you the hydraulics are strong, let you hear the engine, show you that it turns strong. As always, if you are in the market for a used excavator, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly do appreciate it. All right, like I said, this one's a 2012 Bobcat E50. Cab, heat, air, hydraulic thumb, hydraulic exchange, quick coupler, third and fourth function, hydraulics, backfill blade, 2-speed, pre-emissions, 48 horsepower Kubota diesel engine, 10,842 pound operating weight, 3,031 hours, cranks up, runs good, hydraulics are strong. The only thing I know of, the fuel gauge does not work, and it does have a code showing saying that. So fuel gauge doesn't work, we're selling it that way. Here in a little bit, we'll fire it up. We'll show you these pins down here are nice and tight. Hydraulics are strong. There's just a tiny little bit of play in that coupler. Nothing out of the ordinary for a coupler machine. And as I get up close here, you'll see just typical paints, scratches here and there, paint chipped around the edges, some scratches. I don't see anything on this side that looks like it's been cracked or welded on the boom or the stick. And like I said, that white paint's fairly bright. Just typical scuffs and scratches here and there. Paint chips, as you can see there, a couple spots there where the paint's chipped. The cylinder guard's in pretty good shape, fairly straight there. Taking a good look at the backfill blade here. Pretty straight, couple little dents just on top there you can see, but fairly straight. And coming around the back side of that blade, I don't see anything that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated on this blade. And here in a little bit, we'll show you. There's a little bit of play in these pins here. Not awful by any stretch of the imagination, but there is a little bit of play. We'll show you that here in a little bit. Nothing I wouldn't expect for 3,000 hours though. Taking a look at the tracks, looking on this side. Kind of hard to see here. Maybe on the camera, but I'm gonna say we're 30% or so. I think I'm being pretty fair there. 35% tread depth. Really not a lot of cracks or anything like that, and really not too much, just a little bit of weather checking, but not bad. And like I said, there's really not too many cracks or anything like that in the tracks. They look pretty good as far as that goes. And then coming down here, taking a good look at the sprockets. As you can see there, lots of life left in those sprockets. I guess there's a little bit of a check right there in that track, but then as I step back a little bit, you can see still retains quite a bit of that gray paint on the side rail, the undercarriage there. Take a good look here at this sheet metal up here in the front, pretty darn straight. Same thing around the side, just some scuffs and scratches, a little bit of cement splatter there. That gray's still fairly bright. Up here, looking at this sheet metal here, as you can see, fairly straight. Decal's starting to peel a little bit there, but of course it is a 13-year-old machine. Coming around the back, looking at that counterweight, pretty good. Couple scuffs around the bottom edge there, but nothing out of the ordinary. This big enclosure here, as you can see there, some chips in the decal, but pretty darn straight. Otherwise, no big issues there. Looks pretty good here. Take a look underneath. Missing that inspection plate there, but it's nice and dry. Same thing here. Take a look at the track on this side. Again, matches up pretty well to the other side. I'm going to say we're probably about 30%. Couple little bit of a small gouge there and a little one right down there. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but not too bad. Again, just a little weather checking here and there. Taking a look at the sprockets on this side. Again, quite a bit of life left in those sprockets. And then as I step back just a little bit and look here, again, still retains quite a bit of the gray paint on the side of this undercarriage here. And looking at the sheet metal, which is actually plastic here on this side, pretty darn straight. It is, the paint is starting to peel in some spots here, as you can see. Got some scuffs and scratches up here. As you can see, there's some paint chips there, but it's not busted up. Same thing down here, the sheet metal is pretty darn straight. Small, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little bit of a dent right there. It's very, very small, but kind of hard to see it. Taking a look at the back side of the blade on this side. Again, I don't see anything that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated anywhere. Everything looks pretty good there. And looking at the boom and the stick again on this side, just typical paint chips and scratches here and there, but that white paint's fairly bright. I don't see anything on this side that looks like it's been cracked or welded. Thumb's good. That bucket, 24-inch digging bucket. Everything looks good there. We'll go take a look back here in the engine compartment. And my favorite, the beautiful blue pre-emissions Kubota engine. As you can see here, nice and clean, nice and dry up top. I don't see any oil or diesel or antifreeze running anywhere. And as you can see, it's actually pretty darn clean in here. A little bit of dust, but down there on the side, on the block, nice and clean. Again, nice and dry there. I know it's probably hard for you guys to see in there, but all the fins look pretty good on this side of the radiator. Down here by the pump, everything looks good there. Let's see how this opens. There we go. Taking a look in here at the valve body. A little bit of dust in here, but everything looks dry. I'm not seeing any oil running anywhere. It's actually dry down there in the bottom. It's kind of hard to, there you can kind of see. But everything looks good here on that valve body. Battery. Looking at the fins on all these coolers and radiators, looks pretty good there. A couple of them have some down here, got just a little bit of some of those are bent a little bit. We'll go take a look at the cab, the interior. All the glass looks good. I'm not seeing any cracks or spider webbing in any of that glass. Everything looks pretty good up here. Floor mat's pretty good. Couple little nicks in the floor mat there, but nothing too bad. A little bit of dust, or mud rather, from us climbing in and out of it here today. Pedals look good there. Tops of the sticks both look good. Taking a look at the seat. Bottom seat cushion is good. I don't see any cuts or tears there. Backrest, same thing. I'm not seeing any cuts or tears in that. This armrest looks pretty good. This one is missing, but the pad for the where it bolts on is actually almost just as big as the armrest. Everything over here. We'll take a look at our operating sticks, the joysticks. As you can see there, toggle looks good. A little bit of where the texture is starting to wear off a little bit on this one, but it's in good shape. That protective boot looks good. Back side, everything looks good there. Blade, that one looks good. Coming to this side. Again, that rubber, the texture's kind of wearing off a little bit, but it is 13 years old and 3,000 hours, but it's in good shape. Toggle's good. Backside button's fine. Protective boot. Buttons down here, everything looks good there. HVAC controls. Down here, just hit the button. 3,031 hours. Looking at the headliner. Looks pretty decent there. No major stains. A little bit of dust here and there, but all right, like I said, it's a 2012 Bobcat E50, 3,031 hours. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer them for you. We'll get some of these doors shut. We'll fire it up and get right into an operational video.